Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at a new ink from Sailor, and this is part of the Yurameku Inks version 2, and this is the Date Gokoro. There's a total of 5, and definitely these are dye-based inks in 20 ml bottles. And I do like the fact that they kind of show the color on the outside as well. And I believe when you open up the bottle, they actually do that on the outside as well. So you get the nice name and then you get what the color is going to look like as well. So typical Sailor bottle, very similar to the Wearing Gruel bottles as well too. Size-wise, I think these are a little bit smaller because this is a 20 ml and I think the Wearing Gruel is a 30 ml bottle, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, from the Anna of the Green Gables. It's a 30 ml bottle, so a little bit bigger bottle. So we're going to check this ink out. This was the one that kind of really just caught my attention out of the 5. So we'll take a look at that. And there's just some filling instructions inside the box that we don't necessarily need. So I don't know if it needs a shaking, but I'm going to give it a shake. And what's going to be good about this is I'll actually be able to use my titanium number 8 nib on here versus having to deal with a smaller opening similar to the 20 ml Ferris wheel press bottle. So we're going to try it out on 2 papers. Take a look at that. That looks like it's more blue. So that's going to be interesting right there. We're going to try it on 2 papers or 2 types of paper. The Everyday book from Galen Leather. This is a 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. And the coloring swatch paper. So we're going to take a look and see how this looks on both types of surfaces, if you will, I guess. I want to call them writing surfaces, but yeah, they're definitely 2 different surfaces. So we'll lay down a nice heavy ink. And again, this is a dye-based ink, so it should be very friendly to all fountain pens, easy to wipe clean and whatnot as well. This looks very similar to Birmingham Pen Company's ice rink, and it's got a nice. I'm trying to think of some others ones here in a second. Do like the smoothness of Tomoe River because I think the coloring paper does have a nice feel, but it's got a different scratchy feel to it. So we'll let those dry up, and you can see that we're already getting a little bit of that sample that we got when we were talking about it here on the actual box and what's available on the bottle itself. So again, this is the Sailor, and I believe this is from a spelling perspective. You and this is version 2 of it. And this particular ink is called the Gokoro. So it definitely has a nice flow. I haven't had to ink this or re-dip this back in again. It still has the same consistency in its writing. Little S's. So we'll see how that does from a shading sheen perspective. Cross. Oh, nice. Nice wet ink. So this is going to take some time to dry. So no problem. We'll let that dry up and see how that goes. But I do like this purplish, pinkish hue inside there. Definitely nice. I'm going to let it dry up a little bit and see exactly what it looks like. See if it mimics the paper here as well. And honestly, pretty close, huh? very close to, I'd probably put the heavier application. It's very close to what the description of that ink is there. So cool. I like it when things match up and you're not like, hey, wait a minute, that's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. This is pretty close to exactly what you're going to expect. And on both types of paper as well, too, so that's kind of neat. Definitely has some shading and some sheen into there, some reddish sheen. It's a little hard to tell. The writing on the deeper, heavier pieces, it's coming in a little bit as well. So definitely love this ink. I think I've got a couple of pens that I'm going to drop this in as well. And it looks really well for a dip pen. So if you're trying to do some writing with a nice dip pen or something, I think just because it's dye-based, it's going to flow very nicely. And Sailor obviously makes some wonderful inks as well. So that is it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Sailor's Yurameku line version 2 in the Date Gokoro ink. And it's got a nice purple, pinkish, reddish feel to it. I really like it. Just trying to figure out what pen I might want to put this in. I almost want to put it in like maybe a demonstrator so that way I can slosh around on the inside and kind of see what it looks like. This bottle doesn't do it justice because I think it's just a little bit too thick to really see it on the inside, but a nice demonstrator would be good. And probably, again, medium to broad, I think would be a good nib size for this. Just because then you're going to get to see the characteristics of the ink a little bit more than, let's say, a fine nib or extra fine nib. But yeah, again, just it's all preference, right? I prefer to see the characteristics of the ink versus something that's a little bit flat and a little bit muted. So thanks everyone again. For everyone that subscribed, thank you for helping me reach over 400. I really, really appreciate it. I'll continue to provide these reviews as time allows and as always, if budget allows. Thanks everyone and have a wonderful day.